manifest a damn thing. Come on, let's be real. She is so full of herself and her manifesting powers. Married at First Sight has returned, or as I would like to say, Married at First Disaster, because the cracks are already starting to be seen, and damn, we're only a few episodes in, but it is looking like it is going to be the biggest disaster of a season that we have seen yet. So, this is going to be interesting, but is Ikechi actually a reform player, or is he going to cheat on Emem? Is Madison going to be able to find her attraction to Allen? Are Juan and Carla going to be able to stop living on this cloud that they're on and realize that they are going to be probably the most least compatible that there is? Is Michelle going to be able to let go of the fact that David's been living in his parents' basement even though he claims he wants to move out? And is Thomas really ready for a relationship with Camille, or is he just destined to be alone? Many to be answered. It's gonna be great, but first make sure you comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I appreciate all the support. We've done it. We're at 1,000. Celebrate good times. Come on. Okay, that's awful, but I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Y'all are fantastic. And you know what that means. That means we're going to be looking at that live show. Got to make plans. Make sure we figure out the best time. Probably be looking at it sometime the first of the year. But make sure you're looking for that, because we will be having that live show. And it's all because of y'all. Thank you so much. Now, Emem and Ikechi are one that I haven't really put my finger on yet, but he sure as hell don't have the vibes of, I am ready for a committed relationship. And she definitely kind of has the uppity vibe. So are they going to be able to make it last? That is the question we have to ask ourselves.
Chooses to be with you, and it's going to choose to be with you every day.
Every
That was
day.
actually...
That is absolutely, and I love that. I love that. That is actually well put. This is Ikechi's friend. I believe it's his friend, but you could not put it any better, because we are so engrossed in a society where we talk about our person this, our person that, when in reality, a true marriage, the true measure of a relationship is choosing that person every day because you love them, because you're committed through the hard times, through the good. It's never just floating on that cloud nine of the honeymoon phase, which is what this show does to try to fabricate love, which is why it gets interesting. But I do like what she said there, so great on her part.
I'm just going to ask it bluntly, like, is this really you ready for marriage, looking for love, or is this an opportunity?
Opportunity, hands down. Look, I'm sorry. I know we're like 2 minutes in. He is definitely looking for an opportunity. He's got his slam poetry. He's got his music. His main job is working at a school. But one point they make to say, and we might have the clip in here, but is where they actually say he's starting to build up a following. He's starting to get... Absolutely, he is looking for a following. They are not going to make it. The issue here is that he just doesn't come off as genuine. He says I'm not going to get ahead of myself. Let's see where he goes with it.
Millions of people. I promise you, if I saw it any other way, I would have done that first.
Oh, that's cool. I mean,
how about looking for your unicorn? Let's look into that situation.
It has to be like I balance you and you balance me.
The problem is that I don't truly believe he's trying to have a balance. He's trying to find what he perceives as the perfect person for him, and not what he can offer somebody as well. You have to remember, relationships are compromise. They are work all the time. The honeymoon phase is exactly that, the honeymoon phase. It goes away. If you cannot realize that it goes away and that you are going to have tough times, it is going to feel like y'all don't fit together, y'all are not on the same page, y'all are struggling with communication. Those things absolutely happen. If you don't realize it, then you are not going to have a good marriage, and it's going to end in divorce. For a marriage or a relationship that's been together for a long time, let alone someone who just met, just married, and has basically 2 months to figure it out and say if you want a divorce. He is not looking to compromise. And you know what? You may look at it differently. I know, well, I don't know, but I feel that he is not going to be this person that he is portraying himself. And he does probably have ulterior motives. Truly what I believe is that they didn't choose him for a reason last time, and this time they brought him on for ratings. They brought him on to be an interrupter. Now, was it an active thing behind the scenes like, hey man, you know you're going to mess stuff up? No, probably not. But they probably know he's not a good fit, and it's all going to fall apart. But it's still early. I really hope I'm proved wrong.
We're
together. We're together.
I'm just looking forward to just getting to know you.
This is the problem. They all played it up because they're like, oh, they're in such a great place. Look at them. I want to be like them. Why aren't we like them? That whole time they're playing it up, and they are eating it up. Like egos just inflating, like they have been married for 30 years and they are trying to be the epitome of a good relationship. These are the ones that end or, crash and burn the fastest. So this one, it may crash and burn on the honeymoon, or at least show some serious cracks on the honeymoon. That is going to be determined. Hopefully they get a few good times in before the fights start, but it is not going to last long before they really show that not only are they not a model, but they're probably one of the worst ones yet. Now, Madison and Allen probably are the most calm ones right now, as in they're not really even having any cracks in the armor just yet, but there is a problem in attractiveness. Now, we've seen that last in the past when someone wasn't attractive and they made it work, but will it be able to happen here? Is she going to be able to get past the fact that he is not her typical type? That becomes the question, and is it going to bother him that maybe she's not super attracted to him?
Would be the soonest.
So, and that brings up a kind of a delicate question.
Oh, okay.
Topic of sex.
Why?
That I think it's super
Why? This is her dad.
important before you guys decide to be intimate at all, that you get tested.
What the hell did her dad just say? He literally broached the subject of not, you know what, I think maybe y'all should wait until you get to know each other. Or not even say anything about it, saying, hey, why don't y'all get to know each other on a mental level and kind of be soft pedal. No, you go right into, I feel like you should get tested. I'm going to go ahead and point out the fact that this is a TV show, so I'm sure they all were required to have a bunch of medical tests to make sure they're healthy and, yes, sexually have no STDs. But the fact that the dad brings this up about sexual testing, I mean, damn, man, kind of awkward conversation for the first one. I mean, but hey, way to break the ice, I guess.
Would I have a chance with her just walking down the street?
No.
No.
Damn! Would I have a chance with her walking down the street? No. Like, just not even a hesitation, just no, not your type. She would not choose you. She wouldn't give you the time of day. Granted, she didn't say all that, but damn, she was so quick to say no. That is what you're talking about right there, where it's not only it's like, nah, not really your type. She wouldn't choose you if her life depended on it, is what that vibe has. And that's kind of scary. Now, you can be attracted to whoever you want to be attracted to. I mean, that's fine, different types and preferences. But to be that quick with it, are you going to be able to get past the fact that maybe you're not initially super physically attractive? Or is that going to be an ongoing thing? Now, we haven't seen it yet become something that's going to be some major issue, but we are 4 episodes in. Only 4. We got a whole damn season to have problems, so it might become a problem.
It just kind of all hit me, but I do really want to have fun with you. Because I think something for me that I've always pictured in a marriage or in a really good relationship is excitement. I want dates.
Okay.
I want.
All right. So as of right now, she seems like she's trying to be someone who's not trying to hold up on little details that might bother her right now, like the fact that he's not her typical type. And that's great. Seems like she's willing, at least currently, to give this relationship a shot. We might not see the same situation with some of the other couples, but at least right now we're seeing promising things going on. Whether it plays out in that way, all I know is that the future of the season, some of the clips look a little scary with how just disastrous it ends up being. But until that happens, we will start by playing out that, hey, this is at least cautiously in an okay direction. But that's about the best I can give this one, so to be determined.
Right, but I enjoyed watching you walk back and forth, so can you stare at me?
Absolutely, I got you.
Hold on a second. Listen. This may seem like a mundane detail, putting out your coffee cup and saying, can you stir this for me? But this is heading to the fact that she wants to be taken care of. Now, a man should definitely care for, support, protect his woman. Absolutely. But when you're leading it off like this, what are her ulterior motives? Does she want to just be taken care of? Does she want to be a partner? Does she want to actually have someone that she can collaborate with and be in a loving, completely 50-50 relationship with? Or does she just want what she wants? I have questions about her. Now, this is a very small thing, and it could have just been like, oh, here, just stir this, ha, ha, ha. But there are some other red flags that happen with Carla there.
That's my jam right there.
I love all juices.
Yeah? You have a juicer or something?
No, I go get them.
Oh my God.
Oh.
You spend a fortune on juice.
Remember I told you money is energy?
Oh, hold on a second. Money is energy. Oh, well, okay. Well, then let me just go out there, smoke some meth, and I'll have all the energy in the world. And I'll have all the money. Or you're kind of insane. This is the lady that's going to have a problem with spending money ridiculously. And she goes on to say, when he said, that's like $10 talking about buying juice and he juices or whatever to be, to conserve or whatever. But she's like, actually, it's $13, but I don't need to tell him that. Lady, she is already going to be trying to do what she wants and not actually talk about things like money and aspects like that because she wants to do what she wants to do. She wants to spend money. She wants to be independent. She wants to do everything in her power to make herself happy, but doesn't want to foster her relationship. Look, we're like on day 2, but this is already not a good sign that you're even willing to consider that, oh, yeah, okay, juicer, great. I have questions.
With Carla staying at home and taking care of the children.
I mean, it depends on when that happens.
Ooh, he ain't okay with that.
Juan spent.
So this is the thing about that is she has made it clear she wants to be a stay-at-home mom at one point to take care of the kids. I don't see anything wrong with that. His problem is that he is looking solely at the finances. So in that aspect, he is not willing to be a collaborator either. If she wants to be a stay-at-home mom, then that's a conversation they need to have. Because as a couple, as someone in a relationship, as someone certainly in a marriage, you are going to have to figure these things out and how you're going to plan for things. One thing he keeps talking about is, oh, I have a startup. I don't know if that's possible. Well, that's kind of something that needs to be figured out now instead of later when you're trying to fix problems and play catch up. That is not the way to make it work.
Finding out that that's where we're going, I'm like, yes, my third eye is activated and I manifested that.
You ain't manifest a damn thing. Come on, let's be real. She is so full of herself and her manifesting powers. Give me a break. Lady, stop it. Stop it. You stop it right now. Like, she needs to really kind of bring it down a notch and kind of just go with the flow, because she sure as hell is on some other level. Now, you can believe whatever you want. You like the meditation, you like all that stuff, but damn, you manifested Mexico? Come on. For real?
Interested.
Right. Yeah.
Is there enough to keep us interested in each other? So we shall see, Juancho.
Yes, we shall see. Problem is on 2 days, and you're wondering if there's enough to keep you interested. She's the type of person that is already not interested, but she's going to have fun in this, this honeymoon and have all the fun. But, later it might be a situation of, I'm not having a good time anymore, so I'm out. Because she is definitely one that from the get-go, I'm like, she wasn't ready. She was immature. He was too. He's not innocent. Juan is not innocent in this aspect. However, she definitely has that immaturity level like ramped up to here. So we'll see who bails first, but neither one of them is going to make it on this relationship. That's for sure. Now, Michelle and David, they were always going to have problems from the get-go because the experts decided to pair someone who is still living at home. Now, I have my own issues with this because I feel like at some point he's going to have to move out, whether he's paying rent there or not. Part of this is because he wants to be close to his mom. He says he wants to save money, but there's some other stuff there because he is a mama's boy. So there are some issues there. But the other problem is that she keeps holding on to it. She keeps not being able to let this aspect of it go. And Michelle just wants to keep causing these conflicts throughout the whole thing. You will see that it becomes an ongoing problem, and whether it actually makes them be able to give this relationship a shot, I have questions.
The living at home with the parents.
Okay.
But it's an apartment. It's his own apartment downstairs.
Okay.
He's his own individual. It's not because he has to depend on us.
Yeah.
He's an independent person.
Okay.
Okay, that's fantastic. You're still living at home, even if it is an apartment. So at some point, you do have to have some independence. You do have to step away. So she says he's an independent person, but you're still living in your parents' basement, whether it's an apartment or not. He keeps saying he wants to save money. Okay. Did you save money? That's the question. How much money did you actually save? What is the plan? Now, he keeps saying that he's, going to be ready to move out and everything like that. That is to be determined. We'll see if he's legitimately saying he's really willing to move out. It will become a problem if he comes back from the honeymoon and then he's like some of the others who are like, I'm going to stay at my house because I'm not comfortable here, which has happened in the past. So if he goes back home to mom and stays there, then we'll know that it's a bigger problem than he lets on. Or if maybe he was just trying to save money. Either way, she is really latched on and cannot let it go. You'll see.
Show her that I could be the man for her and the husband that she's been looking for.
Patience is key. Yeah, our parents were divorced when we were 5, so
Okay.
we grew up in an all-female home. I mean,
Okay.
we've been doing everything on our own as females, and Michelle's very successful on her own.
Great.
Yes.
But the problem is that she started from the get-go saying, I don't know if I can let my independence go. She didn't know if she was ready to be in a relationship because she likes being alone and independent so much. She might be so far gone that she can't actually open herself up to being with someone and actually having the true joy and the true happiness that it is to share your life with someone. Because the reality is, it's all well and good to be successful. It's all well and good to make money. It's all well and good to be able to handle things on your own. But if you can't share it with someone, it's just not what it could be. Trust me, I know. When you truly find that person that is someone that you are truly happy to spend your life with, it is a feeling like no other. But you first have to let go of all the stuff that has to leave you, your independent single side, and bring it on with someone else and actually share it with someone else. Doesn't mean you don't have independence on some level, but if you can't open yourself up to being compromising with another person, then it's never going to work. And she is not there. Like, there's no wiggle room. She is not there.
You're still thinking about or would want to do.
Yeah.
And that's a worry of mine. And
Right.
So.
Yeah, I'm planning on coming to the
all
airport.
right. I can let my shoulders down and breathe a little bit.
Yeah, she was never not going to go to the honeymoon. That was the whole thing, is he saying, I'm worried you might not want to go to the honeymoon. Oh no, she's going to go to the honeymoon. She definitely going to get that part out of it, even if she already has written you off just like you're nothing. But, after that was when it'll really come to light. Now, I'm curious if they get into it in the honeymoon or she's happy as can be there so she can enjoy her time. Well, the question is if you have to be close, like we've seen in the past where someone tries to do it single or do it independently, it doesn't work out because the show actually wants you to interact together. So we'll see. They might really start having some arguments on this trip.
Boy persona and then living in the basement, that kind of like one and one goes hand in hand. So that's a little embarrassing. But I don't want you to worry about it. Like,
I'm worried about it.
Without a hesitation, I'm worried about it.
No, I see it and I can.
I mean, the face. She's just not. There's nothing you can do. This is the problem. So he's trying so hard to appease her and ease her mind and make her feel better, but she cannot let go of the aspect of him living in his parents' basement. Concerns there may be with being the age you are and still living at home, there's also some valid reasons why you could, and yet she just cannot let it go because in her mind, it's like she has a perception of what she needs to see, and someone who's been out on her, out on his own since he was like 18, maybe that's what she's looking for. I don't know. I don't know what her reality is. I mean, he did live on his own at one point, but he came back home. Like I said, concerns enough there, but I don't think she really is ready or wants this. Well, she's not ready, but I don't really think she wants this relationship, and she is looking for reasons. This is the blame game. We like to find reasons to get out of something when you're not ready, especially when you're immature and especially when you're new in a relationship and you don't want to just say, I don't like you. Maybe that's rude, but at least that way it's a clean break. No, you're going to find reasons to make it so it's their fault, right? Because that's what she's doing.
I'm legit thinking, did they meet their spouses before this moment? Like, how is everyone so at ease? Some of them were even like hugging, like touching each other, and like seemed like so into each other. I'm like, what? Like,
yeah, I'm going to break this down for you. That is all fabricated, because you know what that is? That is, let's say it together, the honeymoon phase. They're just playing it out easier because you just really cannot get into your relationship, and you're really not willing to give it a shot. So you're like, how are they like this? They're not. Let's be real. They are not like that. They're playing it up. They're having a good time because they're on this kind of cloud nine, if you will, the honeymoon phase. In fact, it's almost like an elevated honeymoon phase because you're actually on the honeymoon and no negative things have happened yet. So you're like, oh yeah, we could be in love until it comes crashing down. You, on the other hand, have latched on to the fact of him living in his parents' basement, and you've already written him off. So now you're like, how on earth could not everyone be, or everyone else not be as miserable as me? That is your thought process right now. So come on, you're smarter than that. You know what's happening. You don't really think everyone's happy.
Now I have a wife, so.
Are you saying I'm a lot of work?
No, not you. It takes a lot of work to make a marriage work.
It absolutely does. It absolutely does.
Put me into like your third job.
No, it takes a lot to make a marriage.
He's not wrong. It's work. It absolutely is work. Your relationship, your marriage is work every single day. If you want to be successful in your relationship, in your marriage, you have to work every single day. So he's not wrong here. And the problem with her is, like, it would be one thing like, what are you saying? I'm work? Like, laughing it off. No, she's serious. She actually is a fan. She's one that's getting irritated about every little thing, and it's never going to work because she's never going to give it a chance.
I don't see them like you think I see them.
Like, are you motivated to
Damn.
get out of your parents' place? Are you motivated to do things on your own?
100%.
Like your mommy doing all your
Come on, man. Your mommy doing all your laundry and stuff.
things for you? Like that's a turnoff to me. Like I want someone who like is independent and like does their own thing. And I'm not getting that vibe from you.
I know how to.
Damn, like she is something, man. She is gonna be one of the worst ones this season. Like she has no, like, I get it, you know, it's fine. Criticize the fact that he's not living on his own right now, but it's not that serious to say, hey, he's like, I'm gonna move out, no problem. It's more of a problem if he acts like he's not willing to move out once y'all get back. But right now, we're not even seeing that. Instead, you're saying, I'm getting these vibes. No, you don't know what you're getting. You've just already written him off instead of being like, he's like, no, I'm going to move out. No problem. I was just trying to save money. Okay. And then if he doesn't when you get back, guess what? That's the whole point of the show is you divorce after 2 months. But no, in reality, you're like, oh, nope, trying to find a way out right now. So you're going in hot and actually being kind of a not so nice person. Not going to use any bad words, but not so nice person. So they are definitely headed for an epic proportions explosion, and I'm here for it because I'd love to see the experts try to put Humpty Dumpty back together again with these relationships. Of course, they're the ones that caused it, so there is that.
And that's exactly what.
A feeling for both of you. I like what I'm seeing on the front end, but, you know, I still got my guard up.
I can talk all day, but actions speak louder than words.
True.
So I definitely want to earn you guys' trust as well. And
good,
I think my actions will earn that trust.
Your
One
role
can
in her
hope.
life and your partnership with her is something.
And he goes on to say that, I'm watching you, bro. So her dad definitely has some words for old Thomas here. The issue with Thomas is I'm not convinced he's fully in. It's hard to get a read on him. He's had a rough childhood. We'll see if he's actually ready. He claims he is, but it remains to be seen. He definitely has made a point to highlight his past relationships and his past infidelity. Now, that's kind of irrelevant because people make mistakes in the past and they change. But the reality is he made a point to say that. And I've worked on myself and I've really gone back and kind of self-reflected. I'm like, well, I mean, okay, we'll see, I guess. So I'm not really sure how much he's actually made progress with. I don't know how much she's in it. They're one that's kind of a little bit tough to get a read on right now.
If Tom's having a bad day or if he has any like triggers or anything.
No. If we're going to start this again with the triggers and the stuff. Look, if any guy says these are my now I know he didn't say that, but if any guy says these are my triggers, then he's no man. Like, let's be real. Like, come on, man. Just give the trigger talk a little bit. But let's see what his brother says.
Anything?
Yeah, I think Tom likes joking, but he doesn't like harsh criticism.
So he can dish it, but he can't take it. So he likes joking, but then when someone says something back to him, he doesn't like harsh criticism. Like, so when you say harsh, what does that mean to you? Because then he goes on to say he'll withdraw and he'll just kind of leave. So what does he go pout in the corner? I mean, that's not good. if you can't take any kind of constructive criticism, like, what do you mean by harsh criticism? Because harsh criticism today isn't the same what harsh criticism was 30 years ago. So what exactly do you mean by that? Do you mean anytime you say something that is supposed to be constructive criticism, he just can't take it? That's a big problem, and that's probably what it is. He himself admits that he's not one to take a whole lot of confrontation. So there's nothing wrong with not being a super confrontational person. But if you can't have tough conversations, your relationship is not going to work.
Quiet, and then we need space.
He may just go be by himself. It doesn't.
See, he may just go be by himself. These couples are going to need some extensive therapy to just get to a point where they might be able to make it work. And guess who they're going to be doing this with? The experts who can't seem to make anything work. And yet here we are again in the same situation. So this is not going to be a good thing. They don't choose good people. They don't connect people good who might actually make it work. In reality, like I've said before, matchmaking is really just throwing stuff at a wall and hoping it works. You might put a little couple traits there that you're like, maybe this will work. But in reality, you could have people that are the most opposite on paper and just are the greatest love you've ever seen, or the ones that look the perfect on paper and they fight like cats and dogs. That's the reality of matchmaking, because there's no science to it. You can try as you might. You can do a 30-page, profile to try to figure out the right preferences, but when it's all said and done, it is going to boil down to hard work and actually making an effort every single day. That is a relationship. That is a true love. And you know what? I hope y'all out there have found that, because it is a beautiful thing. When you find that person that you spend your life with, that you can really enjoy things with, that really just works with you, it is a fantastic thing. I know. I have that. And these people don't have a clue, and that is the problem. So I hope that maybe one of these seasons, the experts are really going to actually make an effort to do some matchmaking. And then it's like, you don't have to have the videos with all the criticism. Although, look, I'm not gonna lie, I like having the videos with the crit. They're just fun. It's fun to do. But you know what? Have one where it's just like, you know what? Yeah, this is fantastic. And they're like, you know what? I don't think we're making it work. And they're like, yeah, but we can be, just something calm, cool, collected, not the mad fireworks that it is. But I'm here for it. Gotta love it either way. I definitely appreciate you joining me. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notification. Thank you for all the support. I am truly blessed. Thank you so much. And I will see y'all next time.